everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Quarter Life Confessions with Rita. I'm really excited to talk about this topic today because I think it's really important and kind of mind-boggling that this is a thing. There's so many things that they don't teach you in school. I just remember sitting in my high school history classes or science classes learning about mitochondria and the Chinese dynasties from like millions of years ago and thinking, why the heck do I need to know this in my life? Why do I need to know like how to calculate the slope? Why do I need to know what a parabola is? Like I don't understand. People are like, "Oh, you'll use it. You'll find, it'll come up in life. It'll be useful." Okay, well, I've been out of high school for like 7 years now and I have not used any of that, nor do I think I'm ever going to. So you people were all lying to me, and I'm really salty about it because it really pisses me off that we waste that much time talking about pointless things when we could be talking about things that you actually need in life. Now, I'm not saying it's not good to introduce students to different topics so they can figure out what they might be interested in and what they might want to pursue, but I also think you need to find time to squeeze in the life necessities that they don't teach you. I mean, it's kind of crazy that you spend 12 years in school plus college and there's huge life necessities that are not taught. And so when people graduate from college or they graduate from high school and they go to live their real lives, they have no idea how to do anything. In this episode, I'm going to talk about all of the things that they don't teach you in school that they should teach you. The first thing is something that is so simple, yet nobody knows how to do it. I think back in the day, maybe, I think all of our parents probably know. If you're my age, I'm 24, maybe all of our parents know how to do this, but I don't think many people my age know how to do it, and that is how to change a tire. I know that sounds so simple and so stupid, but you never know. How many times are you driving down the highway and you see someone on the side of the road with a flat tire? I mean, all the time. All the time. I've already had a few flat tires in my lifetime, and luckily I was taught how to change one from my dad because I was going on a trip which was 5 hours away when I was 17 or 18 to visit my boyfriend. Or no, I was older. No, I think I was 18. I went to visit my boyfriend when he was away at tech school. And I went on a 5-hour drive by myself, and my parents were like, the only way you are going is if we teach you how to change a tire on your car. And I was like, all right, that's fine. So we went and we did the whole process, and I learned how to change a tire. You know what? If I was stuck on the side of the road and hadn't had that lesson, I would have no idea what the heck to do. And I would have been, what if I did drive 5 hours away and I was stuck God knows where on the side of the road in the rain, in the cold, with no one? What if I didn't have cell service? I mean, you have to know how to change a tire. You should know that. And nobody knows that. And I don't think anyone thinks to teach people that because it's just not a thing. You call AAA. That's what you do. But what if your phone's dead? What if you're stranded somewhere? What if you can't call AAA? What if AAA is closed for the day? I don't think they close, but I don't know. I think you should know how to change a tire. And along with that, you should know how to jumpstart your car. That's also so important. Cars die all the time. You leave lights on, you leave headlights on, stuff happens. Cars die. You should know where to connect your jumper cables, and you should know how to start your car via jumpstart if you need to. They don't teach you any of that. Instead, they have wood shop. Maybe it was just because my high school was small, and we didn't have an auto shop place. Maybe some schools do, but I think that should be a requirement, not an elective. I think it should be a requirement. The next thing they don't teach you in school is how to do your taxes. Taxes are part of life. You eat, sleep, and breathe you eat, sleep, breathe, and pay taxes. What's that saying? I don't know, but you have to pay taxes. You're not avoiding it. Everybody needs to pay taxes, but they don't teach you how the heck to pay your taxes. Yes, you can probably Google it, but why do I need to Google how to pay my taxes? I should have been taught that already. I don't know if it's up to the parents to teach the kids how to pay taxes, because what if the kid is in a tough situation and the parents aren't around, or they're not fit to pay their taxes, or their parents don't pay their taxes? You can't rely on the parents to teach them how to do your taxes. They should teach you that in school. I mean, school is where we learn things. So if someone was like, oh, you need to pay your taxes right now, I would be like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, absolutely no idea. My mom said the next time that they do their taxes, I'm going to sit down with them and watch them do it, because I have no idea how to do taxes. Maybe, is that just me? Let me know if you guys know what the heck you're doing. Or if you're older, let me know if you were taught how to do your taxes, or when you were taught to do your taxes. I'm just curious to see, like, if this is actually an issue, or if I'm being over dramatic, because taxes are so important. Like, whatever. Along with this whole finance stuff, they don't teach you how to invest your money or how to buy stocks. Like, I think the stock market is so important, and maybe people get into it without knowing what they're doing. I know the stock market's a very risky thing, and it might not be for everybody, but I think this should be taught in case you want to invest in stock. My parents are telling me that I should invest in a mutual fund, and she had to explain the whole thing to me. I still don't really understand it. I just know that they contribute your money to a few different things, so your chances of losing money are less, and you're probably gonna gain money over time. But I mean, I would have never thought to, oh, let me invest in a mutual fund. No, never. That never would have crossed my mind. And I think the older generations have so much more money and time invested in these things, and they know how to prepare for a retirement and save up their money through all of these different outlets that we were never taught. And I don't know if they were taught in school or their parents taught them. I think it needs to be taught in school. That's just my opinion. Another thing that they don't teach you in school is how to take out a loan. Loans are something pretty much everybody is going to need in life. You're going to need a school loan. You're going to need a loan for your car. You're going to need a mortgage for your house. You're going to need loans. If you want to start a business, you're going to need a loan. And they don't teach you how to take out a loan in school. I think in high school, they should prepare you more for how to apply and set up a college school loan. If they did go over it in high school, it was very brief, and I don't think that they covered it very well, if at all. They need to teach you how to set up your FAFSA or whatever it is, and how to take out loans. You should be able to go to a car dealership, if you have the money, and take out a loan. I know you can't, probably because of credit issues, and you probably need a cosigner and all that stuff. But that's another thing, is credit. They need to teach you how to build your credit. Credit is like your life. I didn't understand how much your credit score matters. Like, you need a good credit score in order to get things in life. You need a good credit score to get a good car payment. You need it to get a house. You need a good credit. That's a thing. You need good credit. And there's certain ways to build good credit, but they don't teach you that. And thank God that my parents were like, oh, we'll probably get you a credit card. You can just, use it to buy gas with, or you can just use it for like small things, and you'll pay it off right away, and it'll build your credit like that. They don't teach you that. I mean, high schoolers should know to apply for a credit card. I think a high schooler should have a credit card. I don't know what the minimum age is, but I'm pretty sure you can have a credit card at like 17 or 18, and you should start building credit then, even if it's not a lot. My biggest issue always on my credit app, the reason it says my credit score won't go up anymore, is because of my length of credit. I have paid off every single month. I've never missed a payment, and I have a really good credit score, but there's all green dots next to all my check marks, and then there's one category that has a red dot, and it says length of credit. And the other thing is that I remember in high school, they had a class that taught you how to write checks. And I'm not saying it's not good to know how to write a check, because it is, but you are going to be using like your credit and your credit score and credit card so much more than you're going to be writing checks. Like, I don't know if it's just outdated or what the deal is, But, I mean, come on. Maybe they don't want to encourage kids to get a credit card because it could be bad, but it could also be very good. I mean, people, you need a credit card. You do. You need a credit card unless you're, like, loaded out your ass. You should probably have a credit card. Unless you plan on paying for everything cash and you'll never need a loan, like, you should probably get a credit card. But, again, how are you supposed to get a credit card if you're a lost 17-year-old who doesn't know how to get a credit card? You know? If parents don't think to bring it up to their kids, then the kid's never going to know. At least if the schools bring it up, then the kid can go home and be like, oh, Mom, I think I should apply for a credit card. That's what I learned in school. Another thing they don't teach you in school is how to vote. They should go over how to register to vote. I think they did maybe a little bit in high school, but they don't teach you all the details, how to register to vote, what happens when you get the ballot in the mail, like what that is, what to do when you go to register, what you need to bring. They don't tell you any of that in school. I mean, what the heck? How many years did people fight for the right to vote, and now we can vote and no one knows how to vote? Like, maybe that's why so many young kids don't want to go register to vote, or they don't actually take the time to go vote because they're not taught how to in school. Voting is super important, and if you want as many people to vote as possible, then they should be taught how. That's just my opinion. Another thing that they don't teach you in school that I believe they should teach you is self-defense skills. Rather than walking around a gym in circles or walking around a parking lot in circles like we did at my high school for gym class. Yes, that was a thing. Maybe instead of doing that and playing kickball, they should teach you how to defend yourself, because, you know, who wants to be abducted? I sure don't. If a guy came up behind me, I want to be able to beat the shit out of him, you know? I don't know. I want to know how to defend myself, and my boyfriend did MMA, so if someone comes up behind me, I think I can get out of it, but that's about it. I think maybe if schools do kickboxing classes, or kickboxing is a thing now. People go to kickboxing gyms. That's a huge form of exercise nowadays. So I think if you added that into the gym curriculum or whatever it is, it would be so helpful, and it would be such a good workout. It would be way more of a workout than walking in a circle or playing kickball. Like I said, self-defense, yes, check. Another thing they don't teach you in school is how to get a passport. There's a whole process on how to get a passport. There's a bunch of different things that you need to bring to the post office with you. There's certain requirements for the passport picture that you need to meet before you go to get the actual passport. There's a whole time frame on how long it takes to get a passport. It's very time consuming, and I don't think a lot of people know how to go about that. Although school prepares you for college as much as they can with, you know, college level work and all that stuff, they don't prepare you for how to write proper emails. When I got to my job, they use Microsoft Outlook, and luckily I'm pretty computer savvy, so I figured out how to use the program very quickly. But when you're in high school, you don't write emails. And even college, I mean, you write emails in college through your college email, but there's no class that teaches you how to properly write and sign emails. Like, I thought it was weird that people sign their emails best, comma, and then the name. Like, what? I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I just thought you were, like, sincerely. You know what I mean? Like, you write essays for so many years in school, and you just, like, or whatever, you write letters and cards, and you sign it sincerely, Sarah. No, it's best, Sarah. What does that even mean? Like, best what? Best regards, I guess? But then say that. I don't like that. It sounds so weird. Regards. Or put regards, Sarah. That makes sense to me. But yeah, there's a whole email, like, etiquette thing going on in the office buildings. And I mean, anyone with common sense can probably figure it out, but it wouldn't hurt to have a class on it or something. Because I never realized how many emails I was going to be sending in my real life. It sucks. But anyway, the last thing they don't teach you in school is how to prepare for retirement through your 401k and whatever all that matching stuff is. See, I still don't even know. but they don't teach you what benefits to look for when you're applying for jobs. You know, they don't tell you how to contribute to your retirement plan or what have you. I think because they think that, oh, they're high schoolers. They don't need to know how to prepare for retirement yet. They're so young. But they absolutely do. Like, you need to teach people these things because when they're 65, they're going to be like, what the heck? What am I doing right now? Why didn't I save more money when I was in my 20s? I don't know why they don't teach these things. Instead, they're too busy teaching freaking parabolas. I cannot get over that. You know, the long division is great, but we have this thing, it's called a calculator. You know, I mean, that's just my opinion. And not for nothing, I was taught lattice math in elementary school. I don't know if anyone even knows what that is, but basically it's multiplying by using these boxes. You just drop boxes and you put the numbers in the boxes a certain way, and it lets you multiply. I, for the life of me, do not know how to multiply the regular way, like without a calculator. Like, I'm pretty sure we were taught it, but I cannot remember how the heck to multiply the regular way. And I feel like people would judge me so hard for that, but why? I mean, who cares if I'm drawing boxes to figure out the answers? It's so much easier, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I'm just throwing that out there. Lattice math, go check it out. Or use a calculator, because it's 2019. What am I even saying? Okay, well, hopefully this made you as angry as it makes me that schools don't teach you the necessary things that you need to survive throughout your life. I don't know if this is going to change anything, but let me know if anyone else feels the same way I do, if there's anything that I missed that they don't teach us that they should teach us. I'm very interested if you have any other ideas. So let me know, subscribe if you haven't done so, follow me on my social media, I'm at Rita, and thank you guys for listening. Bye!